everyone, I'm Natalia for the Stories from Canada, and today I've got an interesting story for you about a beautiful immigrant. Canada actually is a country of immigrants, and immigration is a topic that reflects somehow Canadian history. So let me introduce you Etery Ashurbekova, a young beautiful Montreal resident, as well as a student of medical program at the college André Laurando. I do believe that each immigrant has a unique story to share. So Eteri told us hers. She was born in Uzbekistan, lived in Israel, and immigrated to Canada with her parents 11 years ago. She speaks 4 languages: Hebrew, Russian, English, and French, and never Uzbek. Eteri is a descendant of Crimean Tatars and Jewish people. But how come she speaks Russian while she has never been a Russian? How come she considers herself as a Jewish person while being a granddaughter of Muslims? These questions she was asked so many times by her Canadian friends.
In Uzbekistan you have 2 languages, it's Uzbek and Russian, because it was a country from URSS, and there they speak, that's why they speak and Uzbek and Russian. So it's not everyone there they speak Uzbek, no, they speak Russian too. Some people, they live like for years there and they speak just Russian. So for example, in Azerbaijan, in Armenian, they speak Russian too. In Ukrainian, for example, they speak Ukrainian and Russian.
The entire Crimean Tatar population was exiled to Central Asia, mainly to Uzbekistan, on the orders of Joseph Stalin, the leader of the Soviet Union. All the people were forced to speak Russian. And that became the biggest tragedy for the Tatar people, because it was actually the ethnic cleansing and cultural genocide.
And that's why my grandmother, she's born in Uzbekistan too. And for the side, my grandfather, he's from Azerbaijan. He's Jewish, and before the Second World War, they had again the conflict to the Jewish, and they have some problems, they're racist and all this stuff. And now, because I live here in Montreal, so I speak French and English. You need to speak French if you want to work in Quebec. It was hard, but like in Quebec, I know there's Accueil. It's a class for immigrants who don't speak French, and there you're gonna learn French, and it's more easier. So at the same time, in your class, it's not just Canadian. It's from for different countries like Moldova, Russia, and Ukraine. I think it's speaking with Canadian, because sometimes I had difficult to understand them because they speak fast. And my French, it wasn't the best when I lived for 2 years here. So it was hard at the first, but after, when it's a good practice to speak in French with Canadian. And they have an accent, the Quebec accent, so it's not the real French from France. They ask me more about Uzbekistan, let's say, because not a lot of people know where is it, Uzbekistan. And they ask me if I speak Uzbek, and I say no, and they sometimes they're shocked, because why you speak Russian in Uzbekistan? So I need to explain that because it's a country from URSS. So that's why I speak Russian. And they asked me why I moved from Uzbekistan to Israel. And I love to talk about my culture, about Israel, because I love my country. It's my home country. I found it's something special about me. Mm-hmm. So I like to talk about it. Bad words, usually. Bad words, or the basic words like hello, how are you? That's it, nothing that special. Or sometimes they ask me how we say in Hebrew "I love you" or in Russian. For example, "I love you" in Hebrew, it's for when a girl wants to say to a guy "אני אוהבת אותך," and if a guy wants to say to a girl, it's "אני אוהב אותך," for example. Or
what about bad words?
Bad
Can
words?
You pronounce now?
I don't like them in Hebrew. They're really rude. I speak Hebrew at home because my stepfather, he's Israeli. He doesn't speak Russian. So yeah, at home, I speak 3 languages.
Let's talk about Montreal and some what is interesting about it. So Montreal is a multicultural city. And is it difficult for you, or is it interesting for you?
No, it's interesting for me because here in Montreal I meet a lot of people from different countries, and it's interesting. Like, I never had friends from, example, Moldova or Ukraine here. Or like, let's say, I don't know, Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan. It's so interesting to know about all this culture. Even if I'm Jewish, I love celebrate Christmas because I have friends that they Catholics, and I think we celebrate Christmas not just because of the religion. It's a nice holiday. Holidays every holidays it's good. Like, it's good to celebrate. It's make you happy, and you meet your friends.
What about traditions and holidays in Israel? Do you still celebrate them?
Yeah, for example, Passover. Yeah, Rosh Hashanah, Passover, the most popular holidays. Yeah, Hanukkah. The music I listen is Russian or from United States, like Justin Bieber, Rihanna, Cardi B, let's say, the popular one. But the
Jewish music.
Jewish, yeah, I listen. The Israeli music, yeah, I listen. I think it's more in French. When I talk in French, people they can hear my accent, and they can say, "Oh, you speak Russian." But in English, I think I have an accent, but a lot of people, they said no, that my English is very good. It's different because in Israel, it's a country really religious. So, for example, at school in Israel, I had a class, it's called Torah and Tanakh. It's a class where you learn the Torah of Jewish, and so it's hard because it's a different language. The second thing that it's in Israeli school, it's more difficult than here. For example, here, so you're gonna do a redoublé, and in Israel you don't have this. If you don't have good grades, it's your problem, you're gonna continue. And I know it's really hard, for example, to get the diploma from school because of the Torah and Tanakh. It's a hard class. It's hard to finish the high school with the diploma, so they go to the military and they do their diploma in the military. It's more easier. Here in Canada, I think every time they give you chances. Like, even it's hard for you to finish high school with a diploma, you can go to other school like adult and to finish there. So that's the only difference. I think it's similar to the other countries. You need to have good grades, for sure. It depends on what program you want to go. For example, I'm a student nurse, and I'm at college, and if I want to continue in the university, so I don't need to have the best grades, like 100% in every class. No, I need to have like maybe more than 70%, so it's not that bad. So I have the chance to get in. It's depends. In what university you want to go. For example, there's University McGill. Here it's more harder because it's an international university, and there it's a university in English. So they give you, every time they give you chances. And I know the university here in Quebec, it's not that expensive in the other province. For example, the college here, I know it's free, considered free. Like, for example, I pay for my college per session like 150, so it's not a lot. In Ontario, I heard that they pay like 5,000, let's say, for a semester. I think it's a lot. So in Quebec, what I like, they give the chance to do your university, your college, to get your grades. No, I don't watch TV at all. The last time I watched really TV, it was in Israel. But here in Canada, no, I don't watch TV.
What are your favorite internet resource replacing TV?
I think it's Netflix. I use it because there's a lot of TV shows and movies, and that's why I learned English with Netflix. And I watch Russian TV shows on Russian websites. So I study a lot, so I need to sleep sometimes. So that's why I don't have even time to watch it.
Do you spend a lot of time in social media?
Social media, yes. Like Instagram and TikTok. Before, when I came just in Canada, it was Facebook. And like that, I meet new people too. I think they're more interesting. Like they found it's really attractive, let's say, that I speak full language and I have so much culture. Yeah, I think they're more interesting than me, and they always ask about all the cultures, like how many languages I speak, about how to say this, how to say that. Yeah, they're more interesting, but I'm the Canadian. Depends on the Quebec, Quebecois. I don't have nothing against them. It's just the culture is so different. Here in Canada, we're all so different because we all have so many different culture here. It depends. Usually it's my mom, but she always asks, with who I'm going tonight or on a date. She knows everything. I know I'm 21 now, but I'm trying to find someone more serious because I wanna, because soon I'm gonna finish my my college, and I wanna not get married, but I wanna like go in this direction for like marriage, family. So I'm trying to find someone more serious. But for my mom, she said no, take your time.
Eteri says she is very happy and thankful her parents brought her one day to Canada. She has got great friends here, and no matter what nationality they are, she just loves them.
For example, I'm from Israel, but my best friend is half Palestinian, half Ukrainian, and we're best friends. And I even thought about it to do a post on my Instagram about like she's half Palestinian and from Israel, because it's interesting. It's we show people that there's peace. For example, she told me when I came to Canada, I was always like for Israel, no, Israel is right. And she half Palestinian, so she told me the history from the Palestinian people. So I was like, oh, okay. So now I understand the conflicts. I can't say I'm for Israel or for Palestinian. No, I'm for peace. That's it. I want peace in Israel.